Kia ora and welcome to Business Your Way, a podcast where I take you behind the scenes and look at the strategies, systems and support needed to grow and scale an online service business. One that not only supports you and your family financially, but one that gives you the freedom to live the life of your dreams. I'm taking the many lessons learnt over the last 2 decades of running my own business and working with hundreds of clients to bring you what's working now conversations. I'm pulling back the curtain to bring you real stories from real people, including myself. We're going to talk about everything from how to get clarity on your vision, creating systems so you can automate and delegate, how to hire a kick-ass team that creates raving, returning and referring clients. We're even going to talk about how to kick those limiting beliefs to the curb so that you can flourish in your business. I'm your host, Sandra Julian, an Indigenous mama of 3, fashion-loving sewist and business strategist. Each week, I want to help you dream big, plan well, and do the work to grow and scale your business your way. Kia ora, my friend, and a very warm welcome to 2024. This is the year of your unstoppable growth and the realization of your aspirations and your entrepreneurial dreams. I hope that you've had a joyful Christmas and that your new year was filled with good company and good food. I personally love this time of the year. It's summer here in Aotearoa and I get to switch off for my business for 2 solid weeks. I don't have to think about my email. I don't have to worry about my team or think about the next client meeting or if the project's on track or all of the other things that are involved in keeping your business moving and growing. So I get to switch off for 2 solid weeks and give my brain a rest, look after my mental health, and re-energize, take time to reflect and restore my energy levels. So now that we're in the new year, I am ready. I'm ready to take on everything that 2024 has in store for me. And I want to share with you that I think New Year's resolutions are a load of rubbish. I want to call BS on them. So as you head into 2024, I want you to forget about all the New Year's resolution chatter. I'm here today because I want to break the mold of the we should be setting New Year's resolutions. And I want to say, don't even go there. Don't do it, because that's when we're playing by somebody else's rules. And when we play by somebody else's rules, we're not going to get the unstoppable growth that we want for ourselves. So today on the podcast, I am kicking those New Year's resolutions to the curb and diving deep into what really matters. These are your goals, your way. I want to talk about this topic today because just before the Christmas break, I read an email from a fellow business coach. I would call her a friend. We spent a couple of years in a mastermind together, and she is brilliant in her own right. In her email, she said this: "In my quest for growth, I was outsourcing my power." Now let that sink in just for a moment. That's such a powerful statement. Because how often have we handed over the reins to our dreams to others, thinking that they hold the magic key? Then in her email, she went on to say that she had put all of her trust in others to get her there, to get her that growth that she was looking for. And all of those people that she had trusted to get her there, they all had far less business and marketing experience than she did. She hired 2 7-figure business coaches, followed their strategies, tried their proven systems, and allowed them to even rewrite her copy. And I think that writing her own copy or writing copy is actually one of her superpowers. And those are my words, not hers. But when she took a moment and listened to her intuitive guidance, she said this: She knew it wasn't their knowledge or skills that were the issue. It was more of an inside problem for her because the reality was that her marketing was broken because she wasn't coming from her authentic self. And now, as I sat here and read her email, I was nodding, going, yes, 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 I get it. Like, I hear you. I resonate with that. And maybe you're doing the same right now. But we have to trust in ourselves. Trusting ourselves is at the heart of everything. It's the heart of everything that we do. It's about deciding how we want to do business. It's about defining our own growth and embracing the journey from the inside out. Our inner game, which is our mindset and our beliefs, that's where all the magic begins and that's where all the magic lies. Because growth isn't an external game. Business is an external game, but growth is an inside job. Your mindset shapes the goals that you choose and how you pursue them. So let's flip the switch on the goal setting and this idea of having to set New Year's resolutions. How can we align our inner game with the goals that truly light us up and allow us to step into our higher self? Because when we step into our higher self, when we listen to our inner voice, we can achieve all the goals that we set ourselves. But to do this, we have to cut out all the noise. We have to get quiet and we have to start to listen to ourselves and define goals that resonates with our authentic self. No more outsourcing power or following somebody else's script. It's about choosing the goals that feel right and that align with the values and aspirations that you have. These are your goals, not borrowed dreams. And I just want to add a side note here to say that your goals don't have to be deep and meaningful. They can be as shallow or as deep as they need to be to get you to the next stage of growth. So it's really common that I see this time of the year roll around and there's New Year's resolutions being set left, right, and center. And then there is big, lofty goals that are being set because we follow a goal-setting framework where goals have to be big and audacious for us to see growth or to get growth or to move to the next level. And I really call BS on that. I truly believe that setting the right goals, this time of the year is a great time to set goals, but setting the right goals has to be an inside job. And when we've tuned into our inner frequency, then the right goals, they will come. Because here's the truth, not all goals are created equal. When most people think about goals, they're often envisaging project goals. These are the big, shiny achievements like launching a game-changing product. So you've got these new products or new services that are just simmering under the surface. So you're like, yes, 2024 is when I'm going to launch that into the world. Or you have a big goal of hitting the million in revenue, or maybe it's to secure a new major partnership for your business that will put your business in the spotlight. These are the goals that I see people set at this time of the year. Because the new year brings about this new release of energy or this new sense of energy, we have this idea that our goals need to be these big, shiny things that we need to chase after. But I really disagree. Like, I think that goals just need to get us to that next level of growth. It needs to get us to that next stage. We can't go from 1 to 100 in 3 months. We can't go from 1 to 100 in even a year. We have to take small steps. We have to go from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4. It's these little steps that will get us to our unstoppable growth. And for me, there are 2 unsung heroes of goal setting. And these are habit goals and system or process goals. Habit goals are the small, consistent actions, when repeated, will seismically shift your business. And these aren't the big, grand gestures. These habit goals, it's about the daily habits that lead to the unstoppable growth. And then the other goal is a system or process goal. These are the ones that lay the foundation for sustainable growth, because it isn't just about what you achieve, it's about how you achieve it. And system or process goals are the building blocks for that long-term growth. And it's at this point that I really wish that I was standing in front of you in a room, because I would ask for a show of hands to see how this landed for you. Were you already aware that there are different kinds of goals? That there are project goals, habit goals, system goals, or is this concept completely new to you and you just had an aha moment? And maybe the next best thing is that you jump on over to Instagram, send me a DM, or comment on one of my posts over there and let me know if this idea of different kinds of goals is new to you. And regardless, as we explore the goal spectrum, I want you to think about your own aspirations. How can you integrate a mix of project goals, habit goals, and system goals into your rock solid plan for 2024? Because when I think about the growth that we've experienced in my event agency over the last maybe the last 2 to 3 years, it's been because we've been focused on habit and process goals. Sure, I've got some pretty grand project goals up my sleeve, but I know that unless we can create sustainable growth by mastering what we already do, adding new products into the mix is just going to dilute what we do instead of complement or enhance what we already do. And so process goals have been on our rock plan for, the last 2 to 3 years even. And I think that they are really the unsung heroes behind the scenes. They make things tick smoothly. So when you have process goals, they make everything run like clockwork, because it's about fine-tuning our workflows and looking at improving our communication. I was going to say perfecting our communication, but we're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for constant improvement. So the process goals are how we improve our communication. Process goals are those ninja moves that make the magic happen, if you think about it that way. Because let's face it, without a rock solid foundation in business, those big dreams that you have, they're just going to crumble underneath you. And worse still, your business is going to feel like a hard slog. So what I'm saying is that it's about finding the sweet spot between those jaw-dropping projects and the everyday mastery of the habits and processes in your business. It's not about piling on more just for the sake of piling on more, because I think that's what we do when we set our goals at the beginning of the year. We have these grand plans, but all we're doing is we're just piling more on top of ourselves. And I think this is a great time of the year for us to reflect on our businesses and to really think about how we can be refining what we do best. So when we're thinking about our goals moving into 2024, how can we refine what we do and then strategically add in the new flavors? Because I think this is the secret sauce to the growth that sticks around. And when we own a service-based business and we start to implement scalable growth into our service-based business, we're employing team members. And team members are going to come and go from our business. But every time somebody leaves, we don't want to have to take 10 steps back because we now have lost that knowledge. And to be honest, team members aren't going to stay with us for the long haul. They're not invested in the business like we are. Team members are going to come, they're going to experience growth, and they're going to continue on their own growth trajectory. So in our business, we want to create these process and habit goals. So when one team member leaves and another one comes in, we don't have to take 2 steps backwards to continue to move forward. We can bring these team members up to speed because we've got the habits and processes in our business really locked in, and they're a solid plan. New team members can come in, pick up our processes, and keep moving forward so our business can continue to grow. So that's why I really think that setting goals at this time of the year, it's a mix of project goals, process goals, and habit goals. And now, if you're itching to turn the insights from this episode into real action, then here's the deal. I want to invite you to come work with me. Let's dive in together for the next 3 months. And I'm not talking about some cookie cutter coaching program that imparts the strategies for you to implement and for you to give away your power to me. I'm not about that at all. I want you to think about this more like a road trip with me as your co-pilot. We'll sculpt an unstoppable vision that is your vision. We'll plan things out like a pro and we'll dive into the action. And yes, there might be some detours along the way, but that's really where the magic happens. The magic doesn't happen when we implement the plan exactly as we laid it out, because we don't know what we don't know at the beginning. We only know as we take action and put one step in front of the other. And then we take small detours along the way, and that is where the magic happens. And I'm not just talking about boosting your business. I really want to help you create a booming, aligned business that allows you to step into your higher self. It's about making 2024 your year for unstoppable business growth. And that happens by ditching the New Year's resolutions, by setting the right mix of goals. So if you're up for a business adventure and you're ready to make some waves, then let's chat. I promise there's no jargon, there's no obligation, there's no fluff. It's just real. There's just you and me working together to make your business dreams a reality in a way that you want to do business, in a way that lights you up, in a way that brings you joy and puts you into your higher self, where your life just becomes more joyful because you are living into your purpose. So if this is something that you want to explore, then head on over to sandrajulian.co/coaching, book a discovery call. Let's kickstart your unstoppable journey in 2024. Before you go today, I want to thank you for being here and listening all the way to the end. All the links to this week's episode can be found in the show notes, and you can read a full blog of the episode at sandrajulian.co/podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get new episodes as soon as they're released. If you'd like to reach out to me and chat about anything on today's episode or any of the previous episodes on the podcast, then I've got a link in the show notes so you can leave me a voice message or a video message. I really do look forward to hearing from you. Alrighty, have a productive week and I will talk to you again real soon.